And his trip to Hawaii, right?
Yeah. No, I haven't been there yet. This one, right in the square of the back. Robert Mackey on a 1-2 pitch. That one just gets away from Durst. And Mackey will take it. He'll just stroll down to first. So further getting something going here offensively for Chatham-Kent. A walk, now a hit by pitch to Mackey. 2 on and nobody out.
I noticed in this league, if you get a slow breaking pitch that's about to hit you, people don't make a big effort to get out of the way. They seem to take one for the team in most cases, and he did in that situation.
Trying to something going offensively here for CK. Still looking for the first hit of the game. 2 on and nobody out, and now squaring to bunts, and this one will get down, and they're just going to let it roll foul. Doing a good job there was J.D. Williams. He just wanted to get the spin of the ball to go foul.
He was swinging him in, too. He was anticipating a sacrifice bunt. So there is bunting in baseball. That's what
we have witnessed it a little bit. A little bit.
Not much, really.
You've lamented the far lesser importance of the bunt.
Yeah, we established there's no crying in baseball, but we're wondering if there's any bunting left in baseball. It's sort of a lost skill, but analytics.
You're also not a fan of the analytics.
Not really.
In any stretch of the word. Another bunt. This one is a good one. Left side. Williams picks it up and throws him out. But gets the job done. Sack bunt. Runners move up to second and third. Strong at third base now. Robert Mackey moving up to second. Good job. Good bunt laid down there by Moran.
It's a really good bunt. Yeah.
This will set the stage for Sillett.
Sillett has had success earlier in the season by going to right and right center field. We'll see if he tries to hit behind the runners this time.
Nice movement there, catching the outside part of the plate from Drew Durst. No balls and 1 strike on Sillett. First baseman this afternoon, Jalen Butcher waiting on deck. But a good RBI chance here for the first baseman, Trent Sillett. Now he's jammed. This one sent the other way. This will get 1 run in. And a good job by the pitcher. He'll take it all the way to first himself for the putout. But that does get the Barnstormers on the board as Seth Strong comes across. And Chatham-Kent on the board. It's now a 3-1 lead for Guelph.
Number 5, Jalen Butcher.
Mackey moves up to third base on that play. Jalen Butcher with 2 out comes up here for Chatham-Kent. Trying to get an RBI. Slider well outside of the zone. 1 ball and no strikes on Butcher, who struck out his first time up in the second inning. This one fouled off to the right-hand side. 1 ball and 1 strike. Barnstormers still looking for their first hit of the afternoon. They have been hit by a pitch 1, 2, twice. And they have walked twice.
Yep, 2 walks, 2 hit by pitch, and that's pretty much the afternoon. We have not scored much in the last couple. We only scored 1 last night.
Cold spell for the offense, trying to break through here. Runner at third, that is Mackey. 2 out, bottom of the 4th inning. Here's Durst with a pitch, and that one, again, almost getting in on the batter. Lots of movement on that one. And Butcher able to get out of the way. 3 balls and 1 strike. Torrin Vasilenik on deck. It's 1 low, and that's ball 4. A walk to Jalen Butcher. Keeping the inning alive. Runners now at the corners for Chatham-Kent. And the shortstop, Torrin Vasilenik, will come up. And now looks like at least a conversation. Bullpen is pretty quiet here for Guelph, so this will just be a team meeting at the mound. Infielders coming in.
Only 7 members out there.
That's it.
In the big circle.
Still lots of room up there in the pitcher's mound.
Like a conference up there.
Outfielders, they're staying put. They need to be a part of this.
Too far.
But fourth, a 3-1 lead for the Guelph Royals, but the Barnstormers have broken through, at least in the run column. It's one of those odd 3 runs, 2 hits, no errors for Guelph, 1 run, no hits, and 1 error for Chatham-Kent. Bottom of the fourth. Crowd trying to get into this one. Meeting the mound is over, and Torin Vasilinek will stroll in. Runners at the corners. Mackey at third, and Jalen Butcher, who just walked, is at first. And Torin Vasilinek trying to get at least 1 run home here. Mighty swing there from Vasilinek, but couldn't catch up to that heater. Drew Durst, no balls and 1 strike. This one outside and low. Catcher thinking about moving, throwing it down to first, but Torres hangs on to it.
Important to get that run in at third base. I said it's been so hard to come by in the last few games.
1-1 delivery is skied up in the air. This will be foul behind us and well out of play. Out of town, 3 other games, couple underway right now. And in Kitchener, the Panthers trying to hang on to that last playoff spot and maybe get the 8th spot when the regular season comes to an end. Kitchener leads Barrie 3-0. A game in Kitchener this afternoon. So that's a huge one for the Panthers. They can hang on to that one. We'll keep an eye on that one. That one is strike 3, and that will end the inning for the Barnstormers. Vasilinek strikes out, and we're now 4 complete. But the Barnstormers on the board. They get 1, and they trail the Guelph Royals 3-1 as we go to the 5th inning with Barnstormers Live, presented by Kennett Essex Mutual Insurance, Ontario's trusted insurance provider. Now we are.
Now batting number 11, Andy Leader.
Right. There's a pitch, and the strike. Mike is incapacitated at the moment.
A giant bite of pizza from Mike's place. Thank you, Ed, for stepping in there. Kenny Williams back on the mound to start off the 5th inning for Chatham-Kent. Quick work on the mound for him back in the 4th. 3 up and 3 down. It's a 3-1 lead for Guelph in the 5th. Swing and a little part of the bat getting a piece of the ball there from Andy Leader. And it's now 1 ball and 2 strikes from Kenny Williams. 2 groundouts and a strikeout, and doing it very fast back in his last inning of work in the 4th. Here's the 1-2 pitch, and skied in the air, foul, and well out of play.
You know, you can tell that Kenny is an experienced pitcher. He slings the ball. He's usually around the plate, throws a lot of strikes, very poised, and doesn't get overly excited, and has pretty good results.
2-2 pitch from Williams. This one lined to the left field, a base hit for Andy Leader. He gets his first hit of the afternoon. He's now 1 for 3.
And the guy got a hit, but that's why we have 8 people fielding, and so sometimes that happens. You know what I'm saying is that you got to keep the ball in play.
So leadoff single for Andy Leader. That will bring up J.D. Williams. Williams comes in 1 for 2. He doubled his last time up. And now he swings and pops this one up on the infield. Vasilinek camps under it, and he will make the catch. So a quick out there from Williams. And retreating back to first base is Leader.
Number 44, Franklin Torres.
Brings up Franklin Torres, catcher for Guelph this afternoon. He's 1 for 2. His big blast coming in the first inning. Solo home run the other way to right field. He's also flied out to center. Again, pretty good contact in that one too, so he's hit the ball hard twice. The batter's box for the 3rd time this afternoon. Here's the pitch from Kenny Williams, and this one again, a good stroke to right field the other way. And this one, Moran camps under it. Again, some quick at-bats here. First pitch swinging, and Moran will retire Franklin Torres. So 2 outs, 1 on. Doesn't get any easier here with Garrett Takamatsu stepping in here, second baseman for the Royals. RBI ground out the last time up. Ground out to 3rd, bringing in a run. He's also struck out. Nice pitch from Williams. Good movement once again, right down Broadway. No balls and 1 strike. And the runner moves. This one chopped right up the middle, and that's going to go through everybody into center field for a base hit. And with the runner on the move, that's going to put Andy Leader all the way to 3rd base. And the runners will be in the corners here, 1st and 3rd with 2 out. Ethan Hammond now comes up for Guelph. That one performed beautifully there for Guelph with the hit and run. Runner on the move, single to center, 1st and 3rd. So Guelph again with another threat, already up by 2 runs. Guelph coming in 2nd place in the IBL. Pitch from Williams just a bit outside, ball 1. The faintest of chances for Barrie to still catch Welland at first. The magic number, though, for the Jackfish is 1. So any combination of Welland victories and Guelph losses, that equals 1. And Welland will be the regular season champs. They try to go back-to-back, the defending league champions from last year. Barrie still hanging on. So really, realistically, Barrie can finish anywhere from 2nd to 4th. Guelph, the Royals here this afternoon, tied for 3rd with the London Majors. And again, anywhere Guelph, London, Barrie, any one of those 3 can go 2, 3, 4 as we go to the playoffs.
It's going to be an interesting week as we have quite a few games going today and through next Sunday. And there'll be some jockeying for playoff positions for sure.
This one stroked to right field pretty hard. Going back, not able to catch that one is Moran. That goes behind him and all the way to the wall. 1 run will come in. Runner will stop at 3rd base. And that's going to be an RBI double for Ethan Hammond. And the 4th Guelph run this afternoon. The Royals now up 4-1 as that one was tagged pretty hard to right field. So Ethan Hammond has been on base all 3 times this afternoon. The RBI double there. He walked and he's reached on an error. So good afternoon for Ethan Hammond. That will bring up Keon Mosetti. And he has the first pitch from Williams fall in for a strike. Guelph coming in this afternoon. They're an 11-7 record, both at home and away. So 11-7, both at home and away. So very consistent for the Guelph Royals.
Good block by Kimball there. Kept the ball in front of him. Quite a skill. Able to do that.
1-1 pitch. This one again tattooed to center. And right there is Marcus. He's got a beat on it. He'll make the catch. And that will retire the Guelph Royals at the top of the 5th. They push across one more run. And they are back to a 3-run lead. A 4-1 Guelph lead over Chatham-Kent as we move to the bottom of the 5th. Here at Fergie Jenkins Field and Barnstormers Live. Presented by Kennett Essex Mutual Insurance, Ontario's trusted insurance provider.
Yep, we're about to go.
Lefty is afraid of the zone. Thanks to Cat and
All right, everyone. Welcome back to Barnstormers Live. I'm here today with Chase. Thank you very much for joining me, Chase.
You're welcome.
So, you seem to be a pretty big fan. How many games have you been? How many games have you enjoyed of the Barnstormers so far this season?
5.
And did you see any wins in those games?
Yes.
Which how was that? Tell me more about that.
They were good. And sometimes they lost. And then a lot of games they won.
All right. Well, do you play baseball yourself?
No.
No? Well, it's good to watch though, isn't it?
Yes.
Have you met Lefty yet?
Yes.
How is he? Have you had a good time hanging out with Lefty so far?
I have.
All right. Well, did you get Lefty's autograph?
Yes, I have.
Oh, that's good. What did you get it on?
My ball right there.
Oh, wow. Look at that. Here, let's show it to the camera. There's an official Lefty autographed. Do you think that Lefty writes with his left hand?
Probably.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Chase, for joining us here on Barnstormers Live, and now we're going to send it back to the boys in the booth.
Okay.
The 9-1-2 batter is up here for the Barnstormers, bottom of the 5th, and Greg Kimball starts things off for Chatham-Kent, down by 3, a 4-1 Guelph lead, and that one pumped in for a strike. Drew Durst still strong on the mound for Guelph. 4 complete. And that one's just missing the mark. Durst owning the call on that one. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
We'll take that one.
And Chatham-Kent certainly will take it. Kimball hit by pitch his only other time up this afternoon. That one, again, just missing the outside part of the plate. He's battled back to even things up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So no that bad of record yet. Hit by pitch back in the 3rd inning.
I'm sure the take will be on.
Here's the 2-2 pitch. This one, swing and a foul back. Your grunting means they don't necessarily agree on
No,
the
3-0 and down by 3 runs. You're trying to get on base for a walk. That's the most obvious option at that point.
2-2 pitch once again, and getting a little piece of it. Fouling it off once again. Staying alive is the catcher, Kimball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 4 really good innings pitched here by Drew Durst. He's set. Here's the 2-2 pitch once again, and this one again fouled off to the right-hand side. Good at bat here from Greg Kemble. Kemble, Marcus Cusera, 9-1-2 in the Barnstormers order. Bottom of the 5th. And that one, slider just misses. Little framing there, too, by the catcher, Torres.
This is our inning, I think. We're
getting some breaks, maybe. We'll see. 3-2, good battle back here from Kemble. Here's the full count pitch, and this one is chopped off the plate. The pitcher fields it over to first, and he throws it away.
Touch the bag.
Campbell will be safe, goes back to touch first base. Didn't want to tempt fate and go any further, so he's happy just to occupy first base. As Durst able to cleanly field it, but just misses the mark on the throw to first. That will be an E1.
See if that could lead to a bit of a rally here. We've been pretty quiet last night and today.
Well, last inning, the Barnstormers able to push across a run. Help with a walk and a hit by pitch to start off the 4th inning. See if they're able to take advantage of this gift. Back to the top of the order, and Spencer Marcus. This one chopped foul. Left-hand side. Marcus 0 for 2 coming into this one. He struck out his last time up in the 3rd. He's also flied out to left field.
It's about a 400-foot out to left center field his first time up. He almost hit the scoreboard.
Kind of a star next to that defensive play there. Ashton Patterson retiring him to start off the bottom of the 1st. So took a great play to retire him all those minutes ago. And here's a hard hit ball, and it gets past the third baseman into left field. A base hit. As that one eats up J.D. Williams. Glances off of his glove, so I strongly assume that will be a base hit.
Yep.
Hard hit baseball by Marcus. And for the second straight inning, Barnstormers have 2 men on and nobody out. Good enough to push across 1 run last inning. Let's see if they can do that, if not more, in this bottom of the 5th. 4-1 lead for the Guelph Royals. Lee Cusera, left fielder for the Barn, up now with a good opportunity. He squares to bunt and swings through it. Strike 1 against Cusera. 0 for 2. He grounded back to the pitcher. His first time up in the 1st. He's also struck out. Cusera with Strong and Mackey backing him up. Long look back at second. And now another bunt attempt and another one where he swings through it. Now a throw up to second base. Trying to catch Kemble too far off, but he's able to get back. No balls and 2 strikes, so now that more than likely takes the bunt attempt away from Cusera. No balls and 2 strikes. First and second, nobody out for Chatham-Kent. 0-2, swing and a miss. Certainly an off-speed pitch. And Cusera whiffs and misses. That is a big strikeout for Durst.
Okay, here comes the Panda. Maybe he can break things open here.
We've seen him all season long, able to take advantage of some big opportunities. And a big one here. Chatham-Kent down by 3. Royals up 4-1. Bottom of the 5th. Beautiful sunshine here in the southwest. Fergie Jenkins Field on Tweedsmuir here in Chatham. Durst looks back at second. First pitch and a ground ball to first, and that one kind of eats up the first baseman. He'll step on first for the out. Not an easy play whatsoever for McGee. He's able to get Seth Strong out on the ground out, but he does move up 2 runners. As Kemble takes third, and Marcus will go up to second base. Cleanup hitter Robert Mackey steps in, back in the lineup for the Barnstormers after a week and a half tending to an injury. Glad to have him back in the lineup. Second baseman this afternoon, 2 on, 2 out. Pitch misses the mark. Durst doesn't get the call from home plate umpire Justin Van Horn. 1 ball and no strikes. Swing and a miss. And a fastball blown past Robert Mackey. 1 ball and 1 strike. Another swing and a miss. Still some good heat here in this 5th inning of work for Drew Durst. One ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch to Mackey. Swing and a miss. Another one blown past him. He struck him out. 5 very solid innings for Drew Durst as he sets down the Barnstormers. And through 5 complete, it's still a 3-run lead for the Royals. It's Guelph 4 and Chatham-Kent 1. To the 6th inning we go. Back in a moment with Barnstormers Live with our good friends at Kent & Essex Mutual Insurance, Ontario's trusted insurance provider.
Every family, every asset, every business we insure is a chapter in our story. We listen with open hearts, understanding that behind every insurance policy is a unique narrative. It's not just about numbers, it's about your dreams, your aspirations, your life. We take over your risks so you can live life to the fullest. Because we're not just some insurance people behind a desk, we're part of a community that has your back.
Whether you're commercial, industrial, or residential, Enyo Pest Advisors are here with passion and integrity to help. Call us for a no-obligation quote today, 226-627-4944. Enyo, bigger than bugs.
We're the most unique looking funeral home in the area. For some people, there's still misconceptions that perhaps we're just cremation, but it's very much the other way. We offer everything.
We do full service for funerals, and it's just not going to cost you as much. We've tried to pare down as much as we can and offer savings to our families so they can celebrate loved ones in the way that they're comfortable with and just do it more economically for them.
Well, every day.
Top of the 6th inning here at Fergie Jenkins Field. Mike Renier along with Ed Myers. First pitch swinging to right field. Lazy fly ball. And that is brought in and caught. That's Spencer Moran in right field this afternoon. 1 pitch and 1 out. Quick out there for Kenny Williams. It is 3rd inning of work here for the Barnstormers. After 3 innings from Pettapiece, now 2 1/3 from Williams.
That wind has created havoc in right field for Spencer. At least he's had quite a battle out there today.
Williams pitch just outside Justice McGee, the first baseman for the Guelph Royals. And this one lined up the middle. That's through into center field for a base hit. Hard hit up the middle for McGee, so he gets his first base hit this afternoon. He's also got a sacrifice fly to ground out. And we'll bring up Ashton Patterson, your left fielder this afternoon now for Guelph. Left-hander up with 1 on and 1 out. Small delay as Mackey does up his left shoe. Patterson 0 for 2. He has grounded out and struck out. 1 on, 1 out. 4-1 lead for Guelph at the top of the 6th. And Williams, good movement on that one. Strike 1 as he gets ahead of Patterson.
I can't do it my own self. I tried.
now he squares the bunt. Pitch misses inside from Williams.
I've seen more bunt attempts today than probably most of the season.
Pitch outside and low. Out of town, Kitchener Panthers have a 3-1 lead on the Barrie Bay Cats. Kind of important game for both of those teams as Williams pumps in a strike there, 2 balls and 2 strikes. So Barrie, with a loss today, would be eliminated from getting that first overall in the IVL. This is a fly ball to right. Here's Moran once again, keeping with it, battling the wind. He will haul it in. And Patterson retired. Second put out of the inning here for Spencer Moran and right.
He looks like he's getting gun shy with that. He's very careful.
That wind really hasn't changed a whole lot. It's still playing a little havoc out
He's
there.
not charging in. He's very careful with his strides. Is it?
Yeah, 4 putouts.
Yeah.
4 putouts for him out there, so doing a fine job. 1 ball and no strikes as we're back to the top of the order for Guelph. Andy Leader. He's 1 for 3. And now he skies this one well foul. Singled his last time up, last inning in the 5th. It's popped out and struck out. 1 for 3 for Leader. Nice movement there from Williams. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
What's your guesstimate for a crowd this afternoon, Mike?
I am going to say today's crowd is 1,142. 1142.
Yeah. Price is right. I'll go 1141.
Well, yeah. Without going over.
It's a good crowd. I have trouble guesstimating when you look down the lines because people are just sort of packed into the corners awkwardly.
Might have been lowballing it a little bit, but I'll stand by my answer. See if we can get a figure here in the next little bit. 2-2 pitch is high, just missing the mark was Williams. And the count is full of 3-2. You've got some extra crowds. Left field corner, strike 3 called. He's punched out. A strikeout for Williams. As Leader doesn't believe it, but he heads out to the dugout. A single and nothing more. We have played 5.5 to the bottom of the 6th we go. It's still a 4-1 lead for Guelph. It's Barnstormers Live, presented by Canada Essex Mutual Insurance, Ontario's trusted insurance provider.
About to be ready. All right, everyone, welcome back to Barnstormers Live. Today I'm introducing to you Stephanie from the merch booth, who's going to show you some of the new merch that they've got going on for the playoffs.
Hi.
Thank you very much for joining me.
Nice to be here. Thank you, Liam.
All right, so could you show me some of the stuff that you guys have got going on for the 2024 playoffs?
So as most of you know now, we have clinched a spot in the playoffs, and so we're now selling playoff t-shirts. We have the red version, and we have what we're branding as the bus stops here, because the bus is going to stop in Chatham. We have at least one playoff game, likely against London or Guelph is how it's shaping up right now. So we're really excited to pack the park. If you look around, we are doing a great job with that. And we appreciate the support that people are showing with the merchandise. It's been wonderful.
All right, well, thank you very much for joining me, Stephanie, and we're going to send it back to the boys in the booth now.
Yes, thank you.
Bottom 6, new pitcher here for the Guelph Royals. Guelph 4 and Chatham-Kent 1. Joseph Del Rosario takes over on the mound for Guelph after Drew Durst pitching 5 really good innings for the Royals and staked to a 4-1 lead. Pitch misses the mark a little bit. Spencer Moran, right fielder, leading things off for the Barn. Moran, Sillett, and Butcher due up in the bottom of the 6th inning. 7 strikeouts for Durst. And this one up the middle and through into center field for the base hits for Spencer Moran. His first hit of the afternoon. And now for the 3rd straight inning, leadoff hitter reaching base for Chatham-Kent. Offense trying to break through here. Down by 3, 4-1 Guelph. Trent Sillett now coming into the batter's box. He's 0 for 2. Grounded out to 3rd, and last time he grounded out to the pitcher. Pitcher took it himself and ran it over to first base. Did it all in the ground out.
Yep, Spencer Moran too. Dan was talking before the game. Can get on base. He perseveres and gets on first base. Been a big contributor over the last half of the season.
1 ball and 1 strike to Trent Sillett. Jalen Butcher on deck. This one comes inside and too far inside. This one catches, I believe, the wrist of Trent Sillett. Another hit by pitch. And another situation where the first 2 batters of the inning reach base for the Barnstormers. 3rd straight inning that's happened. First 2 reaching base. And they couldn't take advantage last inning, couldn't push anything across. You got to figure this, you have to take advantage of these opportunities sooner or later.
We've only had the 1 successful sacrifice bunt, and that was by Spencer Moran. Let's see what Butcher can do in this situation.
So Moran at 2nd. Sillett's at 1st. Jalen Butcher now comes up. Tough start here for Del Rosario.
Williams looks like he's anticipating the bunt again.
Instead of swing and a miss from Butcher.
Both first and third baseman have moved in. And Butcher swung away.
Crowd getting into it here. 0-1 pitch is sent the other way. Foul by a fair bit off to the right-hand side. A lot of people on the right-hand side looking into the sunshine. They didn't know where that ball was, so they just cover their head and hope for the best. Goes over the grandstand, though. No balls and 2 strikes, 0-2 pitch, a swing, and a miss. So a 3-pitch strikeout for Butcher. So that's a big strikeout for Del Rosario. And that will bring up the shortstop, Torin Vasilenic. Vasilenic 0 for 2. He's flown out to right and struck out his last time up back in the 4th. Still with a good opportunity, 2 on and 1 out. There's a ground ball, left-hand side and through into left field. A base hit. Runner rounding 3rd. Here's a play at the plate, and he is safe. Moran scores, and the Barnstormers have cut the lead in half. It's 4-2 for Guelph. RBI single for Vasilenic. He'll take second base on that throw on the play at the plate. Good throw from Ashton Patterson in left.
It hit the lip in front of the home plate and bounced over the catcher's head.
So a little bit of luck there.
Yeah, that was on the money.
We call that a Rotary Park special there.
Yeah, hometown bounce.
So an RBI single, and he'll take second on the throw. Vasilenic, a big hit. And second and third now with still just 1 out for Chatham-Kent. And Greg Kemble takes the first pitch in for a strike. Kemble's been on a couple of times, again without the aid of a base hit. He's been hit by a pitch and an error to the pitcher. With the time the starter, Drew Durst, he fielded a ground ball and just threw it wide to first. So
Greg's got to spread out here, choke a bit on his bat, and see if he can keep the ball in play.
0-2 pitch misses the mark outside, a bit low. 1 ball and 2 strikes. 2 in scoring position. Tying run all of a sudden is at second base. Crowd energized here. Bottom of the 6th, 4-2 Guelph. This one outside and low once again. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Sillett at third and Vasilinek at second. 2-2 on Kemble. Here's the pitch. This one taken to left center field. Both fielders converging, and it's going to be an out in left field. Here comes the throw to third. It's a great throw, and it gets away from the third baseman. It's a sacrifice fly, and Sillett scores. And the Barnstormers are within 1. It's a 4-3 game for Guelph. That was a close play at third. Just I had to wait to the very end to see the third baseman dropping the ball.
I think he might have been out if he didn't drop the ball. The left fielder, who we got? Ashton Patterson has a very strong arm. That's 2 good throws this inning. As good a throw as he made to the plate. He got the bad bounce on it, and it was on line, and it was a really good throw.
J.D. Williams just couldn't hang on to that one in third on that play. And Barnstormers will take it. They've scored twice. They're down by just a run at 4-3. And this one gets away to the backstop. Here's a chance at the plate, and they score! The Barnstormers have tied it on the wild pitch. Vasilinek comes in, and it's a 4-4 ball game in the 6th inning.
And the crowd comes alive.
They do.
We're hearing from them.
Called it. You said this is going to be our inning. You can feel something happen.
Something had to give here, yeah. We been walking in place for the previous 2 innings, and
finally a breakthrough. Spencer Marcus with a 1-0 count. Now 2-0 count on the center fielder. Singled his last time up back in the 5th inning, just last inning. 1 for 3 for the center fielder, Spencer Marcus. Base is now empty, 2 out, but 3 runs across for Chatham-Kent. Nice movement on that slider. 2 balls and 1 strike. Crowd energized. Lineup energized now at a 4-4 tie. Pitch outside. 3 balls and 1 strike on Spencer Marcus. Lee Kucera on deck, looking to get a chance in this inning to keep the train rolling here. 3-1 pitch, catches the outside corner, good pitch. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Ball is low. It's a walk to Spencer Marcus on the 3-2.
I really enjoy watching Spencer Marcus batting with 2 strikes. He does all the classic things. He spreads out his stance. He chokes up on the bat and protects the plate. And he was ready. Got the ball forward, but it's noticeable what he does. He changes his stance and he protects the plate.
There is work in the Guelph Royals bullpen. And now coach in the infield all converging on the mound once again, having a talk with the pitcher Del Rosario.
Number 18, I think, is on the bullpen.
Yuki Norita is the reliever in the pen for Guelph. Barnstormers with a breakthrough here. 3 runs, 4-4 tie. Pitch outside, 1 ball and no strikes. Lee Kucera. 7th batter of the inning for the Barnstormers. 3 across. 2 out, 1 on. There's a foul off to the right-hand side for Kucera. Looking to break through himself at the plate. 0 for 3. He struck out a couple of times, and he's bounced to the mound. And now it's a good time as any. Get his first hit of the afternoon. Pitch outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. This one again framed by the catcher Torres, but does not get the call from the home plate umpire.
Just missing the outside corner.
Or Van Horn.
Couple inches.
Van Horn doesn't give him the call there. So 3 balls and 1 strike on Kucera. 3-1 pitch. This one fouled off the plate, getting a little piece of lumber on that one. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Seth Strong on deck. Just a renewed energy here at the park this afternoon. Beautiful Sunday afternoon. Pretty big game for both squads here as Guelph tied with London for 3rd. Just a handful of games left. This one outside and low. The runner is on the move. Now he can slow down and jog to second. Another walk, back-to-back walks as Kucera gets the base on balls. And here comes the Panda. 2 on, 2 out for Seth Strong. And now a call to the bullpen. That's going to do it. And it looks like it's going to be Yuki Norita coming in for Guelph. And now the call to the bullpen is made. And a pitching change here for the Guelph Royals. It's been a big inning here, bottom of the 6th. And 3 runs across for Chatham-Kent. Still 2 down. And a 4-4 tie. So this pitching change called the bullpen, brought to you by Batter Bus. Our good friends at Batter Bus, the official transport of the Chatham-Kent Barnstormers. It is Batter Bus. And new pitcher coming in here for the Guelph Royals. A 4-4 tie. Last regular season game for the Barnstormers in the last home regular season game here at Fergie Jenkins Field. The team has certainly been treating the fans to a good one.
Yeah, really pecked away this inning, and we were starting to try to peck away in the last 2 innings, but we had no success. And we put a couple of hits together this inning and tied the game.
Out of town, Kitchener leads Barrie 6-1, and Brantford leads Toronto right now early on 2-0. So Kitchener and Brantford certainly have a lot to play for. So these are big games now. Kitchener has a 2-game lead on Brantford for that final playoff spot. And both teams have 5 games left to play there. So for those 2 teams, running out of time, and certainly Kitchener has the upper hand on that. But out of town with Barrie losing right now to Kitchener. That's not a final just yet, but Barrie down 5-1. And if Barrie doesn't come back, then they can do no better than second place.
Yeah, Welland would clinch first place with that loss.
Jackfish would get the first place. The defending champions on their quest to make it back-to-back. So that's a big one. Also going on, so Toronto and Brantford are going on this afternoon, and just getting about a half an hour from getting underway in London, it's Hamilton and the London Majors.
Which is a factor to the Barnstormers. I think they are a half game behind Hamilton.
They are.
Games in the loss column.
So probably you're the Barnstormers, you're going to root for the London Majors on that one. But Brantford leading 2-0 in Toronto, so they're not going quietly either. Out of town board. And our Batter Bus pitching change. For the Guelph Royals, it's Yuki Norita, number 19, out of the pen for Guelph. This will be his 12th appearance. Great 2.48 earned on average, so a great season. As he comes in with 2 out and 2 on. First pitch into Strong is inside. Ball 1, 1-0.
Strong must have been surprised to get that inside pitch. He hasn't had an inside pitch this month, I don't think. Everything's been out and away from him.
Here's the ball, one pitch, swing, and miss. I think he just outright missed that one.
Yeah.
Big strikeout pitcher is Narita, 42 strikeouts in 32 2/3. So
that's quite a ratio, good ratio.
Only 15 walks, although maybe the 15 is just a little bit higher than what he wants. But he can get a punch out pretty easily. Here's the 1-1. It's outside. 2 balls and 1 strike on Seth Strong. He's walked twice, and he is grounded out to first. 0 for 1 officially. Good opportunity here for his first hit. Knock in a run. The go-ahead run at second base. First and second, 2 out. Here's the 2-1 to Strong. This one fools him. Off-speed pitch. Got his timing all wrong.
It's a good pitch.
2 balls and 2 strikes.
Curveball or a slider or a slurve, but it was off speed. Fooled the Panda completely.
Narita's also got a 4-1 record, so it's been a great season for Narita. 2-2 pitch on Strong coming up. Swing and a miss. Big strikeout. Another big one for Narita. And he will retire the side, but not before Chatham-Kent with a big bottom of the 6th. 3 runs across, and we're all tied up at 4 as we go to inning number 7. 4-4 tie in Barnstormers Live. Brought to you by Kent & Essex Mutual Insurance, Ontario's trusted insurance provider. The third pitcher of the afternoon for the Barnstormers, that is Nick Cardinal. He'll take over in the top of the 7th inning. And brand new ball game, 4-4 is your score through 6 innings complete thanks to a 3-run uprising in the bottom of the 6th. As the Barnstormers able to finally break through on the score sheet. Did get a single run back in the 4th without the help of a base hit, but Barnstormers now even on the Guelph Royals, 4-4. Nick Cardinal on the mound, and we're ready for the 7th inning. J.D. Williams begins for Guelph. And Cardinal's first pitch off the fingertips of Kemble and missing the strike zone by a little bit. Ball 1. Williams, Torres, and Takamatsu for the Royals. 2 up in this top of the 7th. One-0 pitch is a little bit low.
So we're guarding both lines, first and third. Don't want to give up a double, extra base hit after coming back to tie.
this one spanked the other way to right. Right there's Moran once again. Doesn't look especially comfortable with another one.
He doesn't. That's a fifth one, I think, a fifth fly ball.
Yes, I think so, right in this direction.
It all started in the first inning when that fly ball got caught in the wind. He went on a romp trying to flag that ball down.
It's been a little bit shy ever since, but hey, he's 5 for 5 on fly balls out there. So Moran makes the catch. And we'll bring up Franklin Torres, your catcher for Guelph this afternoon. He is 1 for 3, his big one, a home run to right field back in the first inning. He has flied out twice since, to center and to right. And this one, some good movement, but high ball one.
I was going to say he hit that home run right after the catch that Spencer made, and when the home run, he ran into the fence full-fledged, chasing the ball. So he's been shaken up in right field a couple of times.
This one smoked foul by Torres. It evens up the count of 1-1. So you said the attendance was 1141?
Somewhere in there.
After I said 1142.
Yeah, that wasn't a good move. Bob Barker would not be impressed with me. I did it backwards. First mistake I made today.
You should have said 1.
Yes.
Much more than 1 this afternoon. Good crowd at Fergie Jenkins Field. 1-1 to count on Torres. Swing and a miss. Nice movement on that pitch.
I couldn't say 1. Dom might have heard it and been really upset with me.
He would have tossed us out. We've been gone.
You're out of here.
We get the unofficial word from Dan Dominguez. The attendance is 1,100-ish. So I think we both win.
Okay, I'll settle that.
It's 1141.5.
Okay.
The attendance this afternoon.
We'll saw up at that.
Again, that's unofficial, so you can't hold anybody to any word there. Unofficial, 1,100-ish. But again, a really good crowd here at Fergie Jenkins Field. And again, more need for extra seating next year.
And it was an interesting crowd because it just sort of gained a little at a time. Mm-hmm. And last night was a rush crowd. It was packed in here half hour before the game.
1-2 pitch and a swing and a pop-up in the infield over on the right-hand side. At first base, brought in. That's an out, caught by Sillett. He stays with that one. And 2 outs here in the top of the 7th inning. So a good start to this one. On the mound for Nick Cardinal.
And Spencer Moran breathed a sigh of relief. The ball did not get out into right field.
Well, with the wind strength, you never know.
You can see it. You can see the infielders have been having some trouble because they're adjusting their position with their feet all the time the ball's in the air. And usually you see a guy just sort of sits under it and waits for the ball to come down. It's not the luxury this afternoon for sure.
There's a swirling wind, and this one, a first pitch swing from Garrett Takamatsu, and that's fouled off, strike 1. So fly to right, infield pop up to first, 2 up and 2 down. Garrett Takamatsu. He comes in 1 for 3. Singled his last time up. He's also got an RBI ground out. Here's the strike 1 pitch. This one bounces in.
Overthrew that one, for sure.
Cardinal, his 5th ball game of the season for the Barnstormers. 2.45 ERA. He's only got 7 1/3 innings of work. So a small sample size since being a mid-season acquisition for Chatham-Kent. But reliable so far out of the pen. Good start here, 2 up and 2 down. 1-1 count. And this one grounded to the left-hand side, and that one will go through into left field. And a base hit for Takamatsu, his 2nd of the afternoon.
Sort of a seeing eye dog single. Got to be between exactly halfway between Butcher and Veslanik at the shortstop for a single. They all count.
They all count indeed. That's the 7th hit of the afternoon for Guelph. 4-7-1 for the Royals. 4-3-1. Your line score for the Barnstormers. Top 7. Clouds start to take over a little bit more. And that wind swirling and increasing just a little bit. This one sent to right field pretty deep. This one is hit well to right field, and it is at the wall. Did he catch it? He caught it! What a catch in center field by Spencer Marcus. He leaves his feet and makes the catch. Wow. Spencer Marcus put a star next to that one. I think the wind did a good job to contain the ball in the field, and
he got to the fence. That was a big thing, and he was able to set his feet and go straight up.
What a catch for Marcus to end the top of the 7th. It's stretch time at Fergie Jenkins Field, a 4-4 tie with Kent-Essex Mutual Insurance. Ontario's trusted insurance
only
provider.
about a minute, so I'm only going to be talking to him. That's okay.
We're going to have you lined up right behind Guelph bench. And you can come over there and field at the bar.
All right, everyone, welcome back to Barnstormers Live. Today I've got some of the volunteers here helping out with the firefighters. So you can tell me a little bit about what the firefighting team is doing here and what you here at with the St. Clair College are doing here today at Barnstormers?
Yeah, so we're just helping out any people that are hurt, you know. We earlier just helped a lady out that was like almost about to faint and stuff because of the heat. We're helping out any of the players if they get hurt or anything. We're here for them, right? We're just trying to make a good reputation for St. Clair College, trying to be out here and trying to help the community out from multiple towns and cities and stuff. So we're trying to expand. And I don't know. We're just trying our best to help out.
And so it seems like you guys are here just to take care of everybody and make sure everybody is safe. And what can be like an issue that can arise, and what's a difficulty there? Is it just about making sure and keeping an eye on everybody?
Yeah, for sure. Most of the time it's that sun and the heat, right? And you got a bunch of people packing the stands, people not drinking water, just to make sure. That's probably our biggest issue here, but we're ready for anything, right? That's what we've been training for at St. Clair College, so yeah.
All right, now one more question. I'm going to scooch around you here. And so, what's the what is a situation that you come across most often, and what's the best ways to deal with it?
Most often is usually just dehydration, heat. It's warm out, so my best way is get inside, drink some water. Air conditioning helps. Get out of the sun, and even wearing something as simple as sunscreen helps to keep the body temperature down, and drink lots of water. So.
All right. Well, thank you very much, everybody, and we're going to send it back to the boys in the booth now.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bottom of the 7th inning here at Fergie Jenkins Field, and Robert Mackey takes one in the small of the back. Yuki Norita into his 2nd inning of work, and he just lost control of that one.
Second time today that Mackey's been hit by a pitch.
Welcome back to the lineup, huh? Yes. Tough day at the office. He's hit by a pitch twice. He's struck out twice. But you get on base however you can in this game.
Do you bunt?
Yeah.
Williams thinks so.
We've seen that craft happen more than, well, you mentioned you've seen it more today than probably all
the whole year. Yeah.
The bunt. Let's see what Spencer Moran does. He does square the bunt right back to the mound. Could be 2, and it is a double play. That is unfortunate if you're the Barnstormers, as Moran gets the bunt down. Well, he didn't get it down.
No, he attacked the ball, and it was more of a pop-up or line drive.
A 1-3 double play.
It's unfortunate. The last bunt was really, really good. He didn't catch the ball with the bat. Basically, that's a good bunt. When you let the ball hit your bat and you give with it, it deadens the ball. Didn't happen that time, but good attempt.
Tough one there for Moran and the Barnstormers. A 1-3 double play. Trent Sillett now comes up with the bases empty and 2 down. It is 4-4 tie. Bottom 7. Good ball game here this afternoon. And Norita sends this pitch, and now this goes to left center field, but camping under it. Sounded good off the bat, but Ashton Patterson makes the play to retire the side rather quickly. All of a sudden, we have played 7 at Fergie Jenkins Field in Chatham. It's a 4-4 tie. To the 8th we go, and Barnstormers Live with Kent-Essex Mutual Insurance, Ontario's trusted insurance provider.
Every family, every asset, every business we insure is a chapter in our story. We listen with open hearts, understanding that behind every insurance policy is a unique narrative. It's not just about numbers, it's about your dreams, your aspirations, your life. We take over your risks so you can live life to the fullest. Because we're not just some insurance people behind a desk, we are part of a community that has your back.
Whether you're commercial, industrial, or residential, Enyo Pest Advisors are here with passion and integrity to help. Call us for a no-obligation quote today, 226-627-4944. Enyo, bigger than bugs.
Jersey early, whole crew coming, had to work something cause I had nothing in my pocket, yeah I did all that. Big plans, partners trying to make profits, yeah I did all that. Work, sweat and tears breaking, even no ends, yeah I did all that. Had to make it happen, putting hours in my practice, I did all that. Yeah, run it, ooh, I really feel it's my time, think it's my year, yeah, I really feel it's my time, think it's my...
Forward to a ball game here this afternoon, and this is the kind of baseball night that just makes you feel good all over. This certainly was a Donnybrook here yesterday, and his earned run average is 3.85. He has given up 70 walks and 178 strikeouts. He has 25 home runs and 98 runs driven in. He's a right-hand hitter standing deep in the plate. The pitch swung on by Keene, line shot to left field, base hit. Snyder over, drives it on the skip, fires it back in, and Keene is the base runner at first.
More history. Live long enough.
Back here in the top of the 8th already. We have moved along here the last little bit. 4-4 tie. New pitcher for the Barnstormers as Noah Richardson comes in. And now is the 4th pitcher for Chatham-Kent here this afternoon. 4-4 tie. And this one off the bat and foul. Keon Mosetti, Durst, and McGee up in this 8th inning for the Guelph Royals. 4-4 tie. This one tries to get the inside part of the plate, but just a little bit inside. 2 balls and 1 strike.
Noah's a really big guy. He hails from Windsor, Ontario. Spent some time in university at, I think he said Northern Tennessee, Northern Kentucky, and okay. And also Buffalo. He got his master's degree from Buffalo just this last spring.
This one spanked to center field coming in, and that is going to go past the center fielder Marcus and back to the warning track. He has to scamper back, and that's going to be an easy stand-up double for Keon Mosetti as he's a beneficiary of Marcus trying to make a highlight reel catch. And that ball fell a fair bit in front of his glove and got past him.
I think if he had his druthers, he would have held up on that and conceded the single, avoided the double.
All things considered, though, that could have been worse. That could have been a triple, maybe, or worse.
Mm-hmm.
And the follow-up pitch, this is skied in the infield, a pop-up to second, and that is good for the Barnstormers as Mackey will make the catch on the edge of the outfield grass, so that is going to help quite a bit. So one pitch after the double is a pop-up to second, so now second base with 1 out. And Justice McGee popping up here for the Guelph Royals. Now a step off. Pitch from Richardson is outside. Richardson looks back at second. And the 1-0. This one sent to the right-hand side. This might stay in the park. Maybe Zillett on the track, and he makes the catch. Again, battling that wind. But again, that wind might have helped the ball stay in a bit.
I think it did. I think it pushed it back to where the ballpark, the warning track.
McGee starting the season with the Toronto Maple Leafs, thanks to Neil, who's checking in this afternoon. And Neil's been a big supporter of the IVL many, many years, along with the Guelph Royals. So thanks to Neil and everybody else tuning in this afternoon, wherever you might be peering in on us this afternoon. And dandy here. It's 4-4 in the 8th inning. Runner at second and 2 out. And Richardson catches the strike zone there. No balls and a strike.
Going hard. If they can throw strikes, we're in good shape.
Ashton Patterson. Here's the 0-1. He gets a piece of it, jammed a little bit, fouls it back. No balls and 2 strikes on Patterson, who's 0 for 3. He's grounded out, struck out, and flied out to right.
He's played a really good left field today. He's made a couple of good throws, good catches in left center. Played well in the outfield.
Richardson ahead, 0-2. This one low. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Leadoff double for Buscemi, but he's followed it up with a pop-up to second. And a pop-up to first. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Richardson is pumped as he heads off into the dugout. He is charged up, and why not? Nice recovery from that leadoff hit. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Barnstormers coming up in a 4-4 tie. Barnstormers live with Ken and Essex Mutual Insurance, Ontario's trusted insurance provider.
Chatham-Kent Barnstormers are proud to announce that we are planning to stream more local sports on our Facebook page. Coming up this fall, you will be able to watch curling, pickleball, hockey, and other sports from around CK. After all, we pride ourselves in producing one of the best sportscasts in the Inter-County Baseball League. So why not share it with everyone? We offer robust advertising packages to our sponsors, including custom video production and cross-posting access, so that you can post the live broadcasts on your business's Facebook page as original content with your own original advertising. Your followers will see it, they will watch it, and they will share it. It will help to grow your following so that your future posts reach more customers. We expect the streams to reach thousands of locals each month across several Facebook accounts. To learn more, contact Brad at the number on screen now. Barnstormers Sports Network, it's all local.
Jalen Butcher leads off the bottom of the 8th for the Chatham-Kent Barnstormers in a 4-4 tie. What a ball game we've been treated to on this Sunday afternoon.
Thank you.
Mike Renier along with Ed Myers. And Jalen Butcher behind the count, no balls and 2 strikes.
It's amazing how we tied with the guessing at the attendance. So it's really unusual.
It is unusual, and we were off by a couple of hundred as we got the official tally. Early it was 1,100-ish, but now we got the final word. It's 1,310 in attendance here at Fergie Jenkins Field. Another packed house, so pretty close to last night.
Yeah, it really was. I think it was 1,350, I think, or 1,355, somewhere in there.
Now, we tied on our guesses because I conceded that It was a peace offering, really, is what it was.
Didn't want to have any hard feelings.
Not this late in the season.
Yeah. No mics for you.
No. Yeah, you'd shut me out of the patio. Low to Mike's Place, Queen Street in Chatham. Now open as of this minute, 4 o'clock. 2-2 pitch on the way. Nice movement and strike 3 called. That was a good pitch there from Norita. Yuki Norita. He starts out the bottom of the 8th with a strikeout on Jalen Butcher. It'll bring up Torin Vasilenik, who had a big hit his last time up, an RBI single.
That was a big hit, and no one was contributing, and he got a single between third and short, and it contributed to the rally greatly.
They did a 4-2 ball game at the time, and they tacked on 2 more. Swing and a miss. A 3-run bottom of the 6th has tied it up at 4. Nothing has happened since the late stages of this ball game. That one catches the inside part of the plate. No balls and 2 strikes. Guelph tied with London for 3rd in the IBL coming into this afternoon. Keep an eye on the Majors game. No update just as of yet, but actually they haven't even started yet. First pitch in about 3 minutes. Swing and a miss by Vasilenik, and he strikes out. London Majors, again, will begin in about 3 minutes. Hamilton will be in town, so that's of big interest to the Barnstormers for the race for 5th spot. Barnstormers behind by a half game. Cardinals with a half game lead and 1 game in hand, too, for 5th spot.
That's our 10th strikeout today. Over 3 pitches, 3 pitchers.
Back-to-back, too, as Butcher and Vasilenik striking out in this bottom of the 8th. Greg Kimball, the catcher, trying to keep things moving here. Fouled off. 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 more games after tonight for the Barnstormers, both on the road. They'll finish up the regular season in Barrie on Thursday, and 1 week from today they'll be at Christie Pitts in Toronto to take on the Maple Leafs, and then the playoffs. 1-1, nice movement from Norita. That's 1-2 count.
Breaking pitches, he throws for strikes, and allows him to be ahead most batters. And again, we've been talking about that all season, really.
Here's a 1-2 pitch. This one inside. Did it clip? Yes, it did. Got Kimball, just a little piece of him. And another hit batsman in this ball game. We've seen quite a few.
2 for Kimball.
This is true, yeah. 3, 4, 5. We're counting them up here.
Yeah.
5, I believe. 5 Barnstormers, I believe, hit by a pitch.
2 for Mackey, 2 for Kimball.
And let's see, 1, 2. 2 Royals hit, I believe, so 7 total from what I can see here this afternoon. This will bring us back to the top of the order in Spencer Marcus. He swings at the first pitch, sends it the other way to right field. Fairly deep but playable. And camping under it and making the catch is Ethan Hammond. That will do it for the 8th inning. 8 complete here at Fergie Jenkins Field. And at Dandy, it's a 4-4 tie. To the 9th we go. And we're glad you're here with Barnstormers Live, presented by Kent & Essex Mutual Insurance, Ontario's trusted insurance provider.
Every family, every asset, every business we insure is a chapter in our story. We listen with open hearts, understanding that behind every insurance policy is a unique narrative. It's not just about numbers, it's about your dreams, your aspirations, your life. We take over your risks so you can live life to the fullest. Because we're not just some insurance people behind a desk, we are part of a community that has your back.
Whether you're commercial, industrial, or residential, Enyo Pest Advisors are here with passion and integrity to help. Call us for a no-obligation quote today, 226-627-4944. Enyo, bigger than bugs.
People maybe have heard of or they've seen it in a movie where the funeral, the gathering is right at the home. Or it's on the farm, it's, you know, in the backyard or something. And so some people would be hesitant to ask, maybe think that you're not allowed or there's laws involved. Of course you could do this at home, and we can help you do it.
Another pitcher here for the Chatham-Kent Barnstormers. To the top of the ninth we go in a 4-4 ties. We bring in Garrett Day, the closer for the Barnstormers, who's had a pretty good campaign. He will relieve Noah Richardson. And what a great job by Richardson. He came in, he gave up a leadoff base hit, leadoff double, but he's able to shut them down right after that in the 8th inning.
Did a great job. He's had a few problems with control, and he didn't that time, and that's good news for the pitching staff for the Barnstormers. You need a big, tough lefty who can throw hard. He's got a good curveball, hard-breaking curveball. He'd be very effective in that situation come playoff time.
So Richardson makes way for Garrett Day for this 9th inning, a 4-4 tie. And he will face the top of the order for Guelph. Leader, Williams, and Torres, 1, 2, and 3. And first pitch is fouled off by Andy Leader. He's got a single and 4 at-bats. Single, 2 Ks, and a pop-up for Leader, center fielder for Guelph this afternoon. And a chopper to the left-hand side. That will kick foul. Garrett Day, this is his 16th appearance on the season. 2.16 ERA, 4 saves. And quite reliable out of the pen all season here for the Barnstormers. He's ahead 0-2. This one, slider goes outside and low. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Leader. The 1-2 pitch skied the left side of the field in very shallow left. Here's Vasilenik, the shortstop. He'll make the catch. 1 up and 1 down here at the top of the 9th at a 4-4 tie. Hi to Jean watching us this afternoon. Jean from Welland enjoying our broadcast with you and Chris last night. And she is back today. She's cheering us on. So she's a Jackfish fan, and she's cheering us on today against Guelph. So
good to hear from Jean.
Thank you, Jean. And pretty close to saying congratulations to your Jackfish for clinching first place. Your magic number down to 1. And in a few minutes, if Barry loses, you will clinch that first place for the Jackfish after a big win here in CK last night. And the Barnstormers in a good one here today. 4-4 tie, top of the 9th. Pitch from Day, nice speed change. And a swing and a miss. J.D. Williams. 1 ball and 1 strike. He has doubled. He has flown out to right twice, and he's popped up to short. So 1 for 4 for Williams. Third baseman for the Royals this afternoon, Garrett Day. 1-1 pitch. Nice movement. He gets the outside part of the plate. 1-2.
Looks like a circle change, and because he throws sidearm, the ball breaks back in like a screwball. Very effective.
Here's the 1-2 pitch. Outside and low. 2-2. Adu Parker this afternoon. Parker James. He said he was here at the ballpark. He had to go, but he dials us up. So thanks for hanging out with us, Parker, this afternoon. Brian also. There's a chopper foul along the left-hand side. Brian says he'll cheer for London today for the Barnstormers.
Okay.
Help us out a little bit against Hamilton, trying to get that 5th spot in the IBL. Probably won't know a lot of positions until maybe the final day of the regular season.
Well, yeah, they're bunched in from 2 down. There's some teams that are really close, 2 through 6.
2-2 pitch from Day, and this one is skied right-hand side, out to right field. And Moran has his 6th put out of the afternoon. He looked.
That's at ease without.
That's the most comfortable he's looked all day. Puts that one away. 2 down here in the top of the 9th. And that will bring up Franklin Torres.
Torres had that inside-out swing home run in the first inning that put the Royals up right away, 1-0. Curled it around the right field flagpole.
Nice pitch from Garrett Day, pumped in for a strike. Torres with a home run. Otherwise, he has flown out twice, and he's popped out to first base. Swan gets a piece of it. No balls and 2 strikes. Kitchener leads Barrie right now 7-1. And Brantford leads Toronto 3-0. So the battle for 8th and the last playoff spot is heating up. Kitchener with a 2-game lead on Brantford, but time's running out. So Kitchener beats Barrie. Hey, that's a big upset.
Yep.
And that will go a long way for Kitchener.
Yeah. They've had a rough year.
Certainly have.
I could say that Garrett Day is a Chatham product, too, for the people who haven't seen him in the last little while. Saw his dad, Ron, at the game here last night.
0-2 on Torres. Day gets the side. 0-2 pitch. This one sent to center field. Here's Marcus backing up. He's got it at the track. He holds it in. 3 up, 3 down with Garrett Day and the Barnstormers in the top of the 9th. We are tied. And we go to the bottom of the 9th inning. A 4-4 tie. Barnstormers and Royals. Barnstormers live with Kent and Essex Mutual Insurance, Ontario's trusted insurance provider.
The Chatham-Kent Barnstormers are proud to announce that we are planning to stream more local sports on our Facebook page. Coming up this fall, you will be able to watch curling, pickleball, hockey, and other sports from around the CK. After all, we pride ourselves in producing one of the best sports cats in the Inter-County Baseball League. So why not include everyone? We offer robust advertising packages to our sponsors, including custom video production and cross-posting access so that you can post the live broadcasts on your business's Facebook page as original content with your own original advertising. Your followers will see it, they will watch it, and they will share it. It will help to grow your following so that your future posts reach more customers. We expect the streams to reach thousands of locals across several Facebook accounts each month. To learn more, contact Brad at the number on your screen. Barnstormers Sports Network, it's all local.
Not really.
Back to Fergie Jenkins Field on this beautiful Sunday afternoon. Mike Rennie along with Ed Myers and the rest of the crew here. We've got Wes and Brad McDonald, who's always great producers, making us look and sound great. Thanks to Wes and Brad all season. Dan Dominguez, our statistician. Peter Cobb on the field. We'll hear him postgame. Bottom of the 9th, 4-4 tie. Barnstormers looking for a walk-off here this afternoon. Lee Kucera, Seth Strong, and Robert Mackey, 2, 3, and 4 due up for the Barnstormers.
Williams is certainly guarding against the bunt to be dropped down third baseline. He's almost on the infield grass.
He's seen some attempts here this afternoon. And this one skied into shallow center field. Three fielders converging, and it's going to be caught in center field. Andy Leader will record the first out of this 9th inning. and Seth Strong coming up here for the Barnstormers now. Officially 0 for 2. He is grounded out, struck out, walked twice. And what a big stage here for Seth Strong. A chance to maybe win it. The big fly here in the 9th inning. Bottom of the 9th, 4-4 tie. And the pitch, there's a home run swing from Seth, but he can't catch up to it. And Yuki Norita in his 3rd inning of work here.
Pitched really well. Came in here and shut the door.
3rd pitcher of the afternoon for Guelph. He leads. No balls and a strike on Strong. And this one waved out again and off speed and on the outside. I think it was off the plate.
It was quite a bit.
No balls and 2 strikes. So you kind of know where Seth's mindset is right now. He wants it to go
right field,
over the field house, and he wants to go home.
His body was going one way and the ball was going the other on that pitch.
Norita up, no balls and 2 strikes on Strong. 0-2, and looked like he wanted to swing again, but he lays off. Pitch high and outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Seth Strong. Robert Mackey waiting on deck. 4-4 tie. Final regular season home game here at Fergie Field for the Barnstormers. Norita ready. And the 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Getting away from the catcher, he'll fire it down to first to officially complete the strikeout. And Strong is mowed down, so 2 up and 2 down here in the 9th. Great job here this afternoon from Norita. He's had a great season all year for Guelph, so he just continues to keep his success going.
He's pitched really, really well. He's been ahead of all the batters, and he hits all the categories that we talk about successful pitching. Throwing off-speed pitches, those strikes, and done a great job.
2 down, and a pitch is just inside from Norita on Robert Mackey. He's had a relatively tough first day back at the office here after a couple of weeks off nursing an injury. He's been hit twice, hit by a pitch twice, and he has struck out twice.
That's what we said. You know, batting practice is one thing, but when you come in and the guy's throwing the ball 85 to 95 miles an hour, that's a whole different situation.
2-0 pitch is inside, doesn't get the call. 3 balls and no strikes to Mackey. 1,310 in attendance here at Fergie Jenkins Field. Back-to-back games where it's been jammed full of people. And the last regular season game here at Fergie Field. A 3-0 pitch on the way, and it's pumped in for a strike from Norita.
I'm just doing my math, and 2,700 people in Saturday night and Sunday to a baseball game in Chatham is really good.
I'm sure expanded seating in the relatively near future, too, in future seasons. As Mackey slaps at this one, other side, will it stay in play? No, it won't. It'll go foul, right-hand side. And this will fill up the count. 3 balls and 2 strikes on Robert Mackey. I think if future plans go on to expand seating here at Fergie Field, you'll see that attendance number skyrocket very soon.
They could straighten out that fence on right along the right field line, too. It's tough. It goes out and comes back.
Very asymmetrical in this park.
Yeah.
3-2 on Mackey. Swing and a miss. He struck him out as Norita with a big strikeout. 3 up, 3 down. Let's play some free baseball. To extras we go. We're all tied up at 4. Guelph Royals, Chatham-Kent Barnstormers, IBL baseball on this Sunday. And Barnstormers live with Kent and Essex Mutual Insurance, Ontario's trusted insurance provider.
Every family, every asset, every business we insure is a chapter in our story. We listen with open hearts, understanding that behind every insurance policy is a unique narrative. It's not just about numbers, it's about your dreams, your aspirations, your life. We take over your risks so you can live life to the fullest. Because we're not just some insurance people behind a desk. We are part of a community that has your back.
Whether you're commercial, industrial, or residential, Enyo Pest Advisors are here with passion and integrity to help. Call us for a no-obligation quote today, 226-627-4944. Enyo, bigger than bugs.
From beginning, middle, and end, the personal touch is crucial. Your ideas are worth listening to, and they're probably the best way to go because you know your story, you know your family's story, you know what's going to work best for the gathering, the context, the space, the music, all of those kind of things. People are feeling like, oh, I have permission to do what we want for Dad. And we get to say, yeah, of course you do. This is your dad.
Number 4,
We are into extra innings for the first time here at Fergie Jenkins Field this season. So for the first time in Barnstormer history on home field, extra innings. And that means the ghost runner at second, Garrett Takamatsu at the plate. So Torres will be the runner at second. As Major League rules in extras apply here. I don't like the rule. I don't like the ghost runner to kick off extra innings. I know what they're trying to do, speeding things up, this, that, and the other thing. Not a fan. Just
jury's out. Yeah, jury's out on my side because I'm a traditionalist when it comes to baseball. Mm-hmm. This isn't tradition, but I could see where why they would want the rule.
Sky to right field and caught by Moran. Now the runner trying to go to third, and will he get there? A play at third. Oh, he's safe. He's called safe at third base by Steve Cochran. That was mighty close, but a great throw by Moran. Crowd not a huge fan of that call. As we get a look here. What a great throw and on the money. Yeah, that was close. It was a great strong throw.
Yeah, great throw.
But a good call.
Yeah, it was up the line a bit.
Good call by Cochran. So that will move the runner to third. A big first out, no doubt, as Moran catches it. And Torres now at third base. Pitch from Day is outside. That was an exciting play, but I still don't like the ghost runner to kick off.
No, we're in the middle of that conversation now.
I'm standing by it. Pitch from Day is pumped in for a strike.
Started because of the major leagues use so many pitchers. I think they felt that they were burning out their staff playing 15, 16 inning games, and they were pushing for it. But
nice swing and a miss. Couldn't check his swing. Strike two. I think I'm in the minority on my opinion, though, up here in the broadcast booth. Dan Dominguez comes over here and says, old man yelling at cloud, like I'm Abe Simpson or something.
I remember listening to a 23-inning game of the Yankees and the Tigers studying for a Latin exam in grade 12. How do you like that one?
How'd you do it? Oh, and this one will get through, but nice recovery from Kemble. The runner will hold at third, and the count even up at 2-2. How'd you do on that exam?
I don't remember.
Okay.
I know the Tigers lost in the 23rd. Somebody hit a home run. I was not happy.
At least remember the important part of that.
That's right. Rather than my Latin declensions or whatever they called them at that time.
Some work in the bullpen for the Barnstormers. As Goodwin, the shortstop, is actually up and throwing. So we might see him. Garrett Day into his second inning of work here. One on third base. One out, 3-2 pitch upcoming outside, ball four. And Hammond draws the walk. So that'll put runners on the corners with one out. Top of the 10th inning in a 4-4 tie. Guess the good news here for Chatham-Kent is that now you have the double play possibility. And Moseni will come up here for the Guelph Royals now, the shortstop.
And they're going to play for the double play depth between second and short. Not sure what they're going to do at first and third.
Good pitch there from Day. Pumps it in for a strike. Getting ahead of Mosetti here. Doubled his last time up. It's also been hit by a pitch earlier on this afternoon. 4-4 tie, top of the 10th. Pitch from Day, trails outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Garrett Day ready. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Trying to get framed by Kemble, but not budging was the home plate umpire, Van Horn. 2 balls and 1 strike. Who knows, depending on how long this one goes this afternoon, we might have a couple of finalists from out of town. Kitchener, Brantford certainly battling for that 8th spot. Both in action this afternoon. Last check, Kitchener with a 7-1 lead on Barrie. Panthers on their home field this afternoon. Brantford in Toronto at Christie Pitts, and Brantford with a 3-0 lead. They try to hang on for a playoff possibility. That would be a big win on the road this afternoon. We'll keep an eye on those games and more. And this one right back to the mound. To second one. To first. Call it 2. A double play. 1-4-3 double play for the Barn. No runs across. We go to the bottom of the 10th. We're tied at 4. Barnstormers another chance to walk it off. Barnstormers live with Kent and Essex Mutual Insurance, Ontario's trusted insurance provider.
Every family, every asset, every business we insure is a chapter in our story. We listen with open hearts, understanding that behind every insurance policy is a unique narrative. It's not just about numbers, it's about your dreams, your aspirations, your life. We take over your risks so you can live life to the fullest. Because we're not just some insurance people behind a desk. We are part of a community that has your back.
Whether you're commercial, industrial, or residential, Enyo Pest Advisors are here with passion and integrity to help. Call us for a no-obligation quote today, 226-627-4944. Enyo, bigger than bugs.
We're the most unique looking funeral home in the area. For some people, there's still misconceptions that perhaps we're just cremation, but it's very much the other way. We offer everything.
We do full service for funerals, and it's just not going to cost you as much. We've tried to pare down as much as we can and offer savings to our families so they can celebrate loved ones in the way that they're comfortable with and just do it more economically for them.
Bottom of the 10th, free baseball here at Fergie Jenkins Field. Still tied at 4. And the Barnstormers trying to walk it off. Runner at second. There's a bunt. And back to the pitcher. This is going to be a good one. And that is a good job by Spencer Moran as he moves Robert Mackey. He goes runner to third, so he did his job. We were wondering in that break, are they going to bunt? And that's exactly what happened.
Now you got options. You hit a pop fly ball, tag up, ground ball, the infield, single, wild pitch.
maybe a balk.
Yeah.
Maybe a walk-off balk. You never know. Never never know. But a good job, Spencer Moran. First pitch, bunts his man over. And 3 2/3 innings for Yuki Norita.
Pitched really well.
Out of the pen, just doing a fantastic job. He's been steady, more than steady all year for the Royals. And now with a runner on third, one out here in the bottom of the 10th, 90 feet away from a Barnstormer victory.
It's like a chalk talk we had out there.
Everybody, again, I think that's the third all infield conversation we've had for Guelph.
Got an infielder in. He's going with the full infield and 2 outfielders. We haven't seen that.
No, I don't think we've seen this yet.
And we got Haggith pinch hitting. That's interesting choice.
Braxton Haggith pinch hitting for Trent Sillett. Here we go. A crowded infield of Royals. Bottom of the 10th. 4-4 tie. Haggith. And sends one to the right-hand side. Nice scoop at second. One pitch, one out. So that formation of the infield working to a T for the Royals. That is big, as Haggith is retired on just one pitch from Norita. And that is big if you're Guelph, as Haggith could not end the ball game. And here's the birthday boy, as he now will pinch hit for Jalen Butcher. Here's Polowick. Happy birthday to Anthony Polowick, and he could have a great present here if he's able to send everybody home happy here at CK. Bottom of the 10th. Pitch from Norita, catches the outside part of the plate. Strike one on Polowick. 263 average for Polowick. He's got 13 ribbies. His 14th RBI could be a big one here if he's able to knock home the winner in the 10th. Swing and a miss. Off-speed pitch from Norita. And that was a good one. Nice mix of speeds. 0-2. Polowick down, no balls, 2 strikes. This one outside and high. 1 ball and 2 strikes. 4 innings of work for Norita. Barnstormers with that big bottom of the 6th, where they scored 3 runs to tie it at 4. And it's been a pitcher's duel ever since. Bottom of the 10th, 1-2 on Polowick. Here's the pitch inside, 2-2.
Looking at the scoreboard too, Guelph hasn't scored since the 3rd inning. They got 1, 1, and 1 in the first 3 innings, and that's.
Well, they got 1 in the 5th.
I'm sorry,
too, yeah.
I'm missing that. Yeah. 5th was their last day.
That's all right. That's all right.
Second mistake I made today.
We're not counting. We're not counting.
Better not.
You are owed a couple of mulligans by now. 2-2 pitch outside and high. Ball 3. 3-2 on Anthony Polowick. So Haggith pinch hitting for Sillett. And now Polowick pinch hitting for Jalen Butcher. Bottom of the 10th, 3-2 count. Robert Mackey at third, the winning run. 3-2 pitch. High, ball 4. And that will keep this game going. Keep the bottom of the 10th going. Game was going to go no matter what. And now
Patel.
Danny Patel coming in for Vasilinek.
Also pitching. Welcome to the plate, number 3, Dan Patel.
In for Torn Vasilinek. So some of the regulars sitting to begin this ball game, and comes in handy. Some pinch hitting duties in extra innings. Dan Patel, runners at the corners and 2 out. Bottom of the 10th. First pitch into Patel is a strike. Dan Patel, 289 batting average.
this were Pee Wee baseball, you'd probably send the runner from first base to second to see if we get into some sort of rundown.
Yeah.
But I doubt you're going to see that.
Here's the 0-1. Patel gets a piece of it and fouls it off back to the netting. No balls and 2 strikes. Mackey at third, Polowick at first. Mackey was the ghost runner to begin this bottom of the 10th at second base. He got moved over on a bunt from Moran. Agath grounded out in a crowded infield. Now a walk to Polowick. 0-2 on Patel. Here's the pitch. Nice movement. Slider, strike 3 called. What a pitch. What a performance by the pitcher, Yuki Norita. He comes in again with a ton of pressure and shuts down the Barnstormers in the 10th. Let's play another. My score sheet is full already. Let's go to the 11th inning. We're still tied at 4. Barnstormers live with Ken and Essex Mutual Insurance, Ontario's trusted insurance provider. Still at it here at Fergie Jenkins Field. It is extra innings. We're to the top of the 11th. Barnstormers live. It's a 4-4 tie. Guelph Royals, Chatham-Kent Barnstormers. Number of defensive moves and another pitching change. As Sattler Goodwin is the pitcher here for the Barnstormers. Normally they're shortstop, but he's on the mound here at the top of the 11th. As we'll see what Goodwin has in store here on the bump. Oseni, the ghost runner at second base. Nice pitch by Goodwin on Drew Durst. Durst, McGee, and Patterson for Guelph at this top of the 11th. Defensive changes for Chatham-Kent. Braxton Haggett is at first now. Dan Patel is at short. Anthony Polowick is your second baseman, and Robert Mackey slides over to third. So lots of movement. Here is a chopper to right. That is a base hit and a slow jump at second base. So stopping at third will be Moseni. But a big hit there by Drew Durst to start off this 11th inning.
Number 24, Justice McGee.
It'll bring up McGee. So Mosetti, the ghost runner, moves up to third. Durst is now at first on that single. And McGee pops up here with a base hit in 4 tries. Also has a sacrifice fly.
Surprised they're not playing in to cut down the runner to plate.
Swing and a miss. Took a little something off there. Nice pitch from Sadler Goodwin. Strike 1 on McGee. Patterson on deck. Sadler Goodwin. Number of pitchers this afternoon for the Barnstormers. This one a little bit high. Pettipies began the game. 3 innings from Pettipies. Then it was Williams, Cardinal, Richardson, Day, and now Sadler Goodwin. So the 6th pitcher. The 11th inning here for the Barnstormers. 1-1 is the count. And Goodwin's pitch right back up the middle, and that is going to be a 6-3 putout. That's also going to put the Guelph Royals on top as the runner comes in to score. As Mosetti puts the Guelph Royals up 5-4 in this top of the 11th. Ashton Patterson now up for Guelph. 5-4 lead, top of the 11th. This one misses the mark a little bit. Goodwin behind, 1 ball and no strikes. Runner at second, 1 out now. Pitch from Goodwin. This one is skied to center field. Shallow. And Marcus gets over there. Makes an easy catch. That'll be the 2nd out. Back to the top of the order, and Andy Leader, your center fielder for the Guelph Royals. 1 run in. RBI ground out from McGee. 5-4, top of the 11th. Just over a 3-hour ball game here at Fergie Jenkins Field, so all things considered, pretty quickly moving ball game.
Yeah, we've played some 9-inning games in 4 hours this year.
Or almost longer. There was one night London was in town, and that was, I think, a midnight finish.
Chris, the morning man, was almost late for work.
I remember that, yeah. It's like, yikes. Thought I was going to maybe get the call by about 10 o'clock. Say, finish this up here. 1 ball and no strikes. Andy Leader. Runner at second. And swing and a miss. Nice slider, good movement from Goodwin. Pretty versatile, of course, very slick fielding shortstop. And now you're seeing some good movement here on the pitches.
I really didn't know that he pitched, but when we talk, all guys who play baseball at a higher level probably pitched in their heydays, their younger years.
Fouled off, and a 1-2 count now on Andy Leader, top of the 11th, and I don't think a single person is left here. This is
still a big crowd.
Going down to the left field and right field corners. Standing rooms, and everyone's still here. Great ball game this afternoon. Here's the 1-2 pitch. This one's skied right-hand side. This is going to be a tricky one. And nice moving in. Spencer Moran staying with it and making the catch. 1 run across for the Guelph Royals in the top of the 11th. And we go to the bottom half of inning number 11. Barnstormers trying to at least tie it up and keep it going. You're watching Barnstormers Live with Ken and Essex Mutual Insurance, Ontario's trusted insurance provider.
All right, everyone, welcome back to Barnstormers Live. Today I'm joined again by Bill Atkinson. Welcome back, Bill.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. I'm here for, to watch ball game, and my wife is up in the stands right now. We had our U8 team we were playing today, doubleheader. After the game was over, I said, "You want to go watch the Barnstormers?" She said, "Sure." Okay, so here we are.
So in total, 3 whole baseball games today.
3 in the heat and sun. Yeah, but it's fun, The kids are great. The ball game's good. It's in overtime, and we're, just having some fun here at the ballpark. So if you're ever interested in watching a real good ball game, come on out to the ballpark.
Yes, and that double hitter where they were able to get two players in that one little bit there. That must have taken a lot of coordination. What do you think of that?
Well, it takes coordination, but at the same time, you're looking at a situation, and you got to understand the situation. So you're putting a guy here that hasn't really played there before, but you're stuck doing it because you're only stuck with so many people on the bench. So it becomes a science, but at the same time, you got to calculate what you have.
And by any chance, do you still play baseball?
No, I don't play anymore. I just had the right knee replaced, and now I'm waiting to get the left one done. So I don't play anymore. And my doctor Cicaldi told me no more running. So my running days are done.
Well, that's how it goes. Well, thank you very, very much for joining me, Bill. We're going to send it back to the boys in the booth now.
All right.
Here's a bunt to kick off the bottom of the 10th. There's a foot race to first. And is he safe? That will move the runner over to third as well. What's the call over at first? I missed the
safe. He missed
at
the
first. So there we go. What a bunt attempt to move the runner over to third. And he was able just to evade the tag.
Now they're going to have I can't believe a play is in front of a first base umpire, and he's going to consult the home umpire.
So the umpire who had by far the closest vantage point.
Yep.
So Dan Battelle moves over to third no matter what. And the call will stand. He's safe at first.
I'm not an umpire, but if you make the call and you're standing right there, why are you consulting with other umpires?
Right.
That's whether he's out or safe, I got to go with who supposed to make the call.
So Kemmel at first. Ghost runner Battelle moves to third. Still nobody out. Bottom of the 11th. And pitch is high. It is Spencer Marcus. Brandon Deans now the pitcher for the Guelph Royals to begin this bottom of the 11th. Deans comes in. First and third, nobody out. That one almost getting a piece of Marcus, but he gets out of the way. 2 balls and no strikes. On Marcus, he is singled, he has walked. He is struck out and he is flied out twice. 2-0 pitch. This one sent to right field, pretty deep. Warning track, just shy of the warning track, making the catch. And tagging up and coming in to tie the ball game is Battelle. And we are back to square one again. Sacrifice fly for Marcus, and we are tied at 5. You're saying the runner at first just didn't tag up.
I'm wondering why he didn't go back to the bag, and it would look like he was going toward the fence in right center.
Right.
And just see if there was a chance to tag up. But he went halfway.
So Kemmel remains at first. Josh Williams now coming in. In for Kucera, Josh Williams. Runner at first and 1 out.
That's a big guy up there at the plate. I don't know what's he listed, 6'5"? I think he's I
think very close to that, yeah. Very imposing figure. Big power hitter. And he's Done pretty well since donning that Barnstormer uniform for the first time. This one outside and high. Big spot here for Williams. Bottom of the 11th. Barnstormers have tied it at 5. Campbell at first. 1 out. Here's the 1-1 to Williams outside. 2 balls and a strike.
Strong on deck. Hard to keep track of the order with so many pinch hitters in the last inning, and so
my scorecard looks pretty messy. This one outside, 3 balls and a strike. Yeah, both of our score sheets are just, I don't know what's going on.
They're done.
As long as we can kind of read it a little bit. Dean's coming into this game for Guelph with a 4.3 ERA and a 3-1 on Williams. This one, big cut. And a decent pitch to hit there, but fouled off. Looks like Williams thought he could have got a better pitch to hit there. Count is full on Williams. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Warner at first and 1 out. Bottom of the 11th. Pitch from Deans. Outside, ball 4. Williams draws a walk. Runners at first and second now for the Barnstormers. 1 out. And the drama continues. Seth Strong comes up.
Fukuda looks like he's going to run for Campbell at second base.
So I think everybody's got a part of this game here.
I don't know if we have anybody left.
Masuki Fukuda now pinch running at second. Is Ed mentioned? Williams at first. Seth Strong comes up here in a 5-5 ball game. Bottom of the 11th. In the final regular season home game for the Barnstormers, this might not end. We just don't want to go very quickly at all. First pitch to Strong, swing and a miss. Again, wanted to end that one, end the ball game there, but an off-speed pitch couldn't catch up to him.
Still only 1 out.
Strike 1 pitch to Strong, and that one goes right off the helmet of the catcher Torres. That was right off the mask. He's shaken up a little bit. It's like he's going to be okay, but he needs a minute.
Got it square.
Fukuda at second base. Josh Williams at first. No balls and 2 strikes on Seth Strong. Is now the training staff just having a conversation with the catcher Torres and making sure he's all right. He was very close. That was 5 or 6 inches away, that foul ball from Seth Strong's bat to his helmet.
And that was a direct hit. He really got hit and shakes you up. I've donned the tools of ignorance a few times.
Yeah.
And those foul balls in the mask, their square hits shake you up.
Absolutely, to say the least. So hopefully everything okay as the training staff continues to talk with Torres. 5-5 tie, bottom of the 11th. If you're just tuning in here and wondering, oh, they're still playing baseball 3.5 hours later.
It's a good thing you have that day off tomorrow.
That's right.
Get rested up.
See, I knew this was going to happen. Took the day off tomorrow. Glad I did. Torres is okay, and the Barnstormer fans showing their appreciation. Nice round of applause. Guelph, a 3-0 lead early on, and a 4-1 lead through 4.5, but a big 3 spot in the bottom of the 6th for the Barnstormers. Made it 4-4. Teams trading runs in the 11th. Here we are down at 5. 0-2 on Panda. This one in the dirt. And now Fukuda's going to third, and he is going to be out. As that one was in the dirt. Got away a little bit from Torres, and just a misread from Fukuda. Thought he could swat third, and a good throw from Torres down to third. And that hurts the Barnstormers a little bit here. Now a runner at first and 2 out. It's 1-2 on Strong. 1-2 pitch. This one grounded to first, just foul as it kicks foul at the last moment. Strong stays alive. Williams at first. As they try and rally now around the caught stealing. Fukuda trying to swipe third, or at least move up to third on that wild pitch that didn't go very far. I get it here. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Strong strikes out. Let's go to 12. We still are at it here at Fergie Jenkins Field. We're tied at 5. It's Barnstormers Live, presented by Kent and Essex Mutual Insurance, Ontario's trusted insurance provider. Top of the 12 here at Fergie Jenkins Field. Yeah, we're still going. 5-5 tie between the Guelph Royals and the Chatham-Kent Barnstormers. Sadler Goodwin still out there on the bump for the Barnstormers. Andy Leader, your ghost runner at second base. J.D. Williams now for Guelph. He grounds one into left field. That is a base hit. This one is going to score a run as it's bobbled in left field. And now Braxton Haggith playing left field, coming in to play his normal defensive position. Bobbled that one as the runner Leader was just going to stop at third base. But the bobble will allow him to score, and so now it's another lead here for Guelph. They quickly are up 6-5, top of the 12th inning. Another hush comes across the crowd here at Fergie Jenkins Field.
Up and down in the last 3 innings. Peaks and valleys.
Pitch is just a little bit outside. 6-5 lead for Guelph. And now the runner faked going, but he returns back to first base. Pitch in the dirt, 2 balls and no strikes.
I guess the ghost runner is accredited to the bank. You can't charge any pitcher with
I suppose, yeah, it was not inherited.
No.
Now a throw over. And defensively, Williams moves to first base. Braxton Haggith goes to left. So many defensive changes and pinch hits and this, that, and the other. Our score sheets are wrecked. 2 balls and no strikes, and now a foul back.
And there are no more position players on the bench. Pitchers, that's it.
Look, we've seen a game like this all season. This is certainly far from what we've seen. First time in extra innings here at Fergie Jenkins Field all season. And we're deep into it in the 12th inning. Here's a runner going to second base. Nice throw down, but it will be late and a little bit off the mark. And a stolen base. Williams moves to second. The Barnstormers on their heels a little bit here, as now a runner at second. Still nobody out. 1 run in for the Royals, 6-5 lead. As their quest to move up to maybe as high as second in the standings continues. This one fouled off the plate, quickly ruled foul. And the count will reign, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Wind remains quite brisk here this afternoon. It's been pretty moderate since the first pitch back at 1:36. 3.5 hours of baseball here at Fergie Jenkins Field. It's been a good one. Everyone getting their money's worth this afternoon.
Oh, yeah. I say it has been peaks and valleys from the Barnstormers' point of view.
2-2 pitch. That was close, but not hitting the mark, just a bit inside.
We've been through all this, and we still have 4 hits.
Hard to believe. Hard to believe, but hit batsman, walks.
Had 5 hits last night, 4 tonight.
Scoreboard doesn't go past 10 innings, so
yeah.
The extra innings is just cumulative. And this one is low in the dirt, ball 4, outside and low. And that is a walk. Sadler Goodwin on the mound for his second inning of relief.
Now batting number 4, Garrett Takamatsu.
And Torres will walk. Garrett Takamatsu, the cleanup hitter. He's got 2 men on and still nobody out for the Guelph Royals here, top of the 12th. Takamatsu with a couple of singles, an RBI ground out. Here's the pitch from Goodwin, and this one catches the outside corner. Strike 1. At most, a smattering of fans have gone home, but not many at all.
True.
Not many at all here. Top of the 12th. This one in the dirt from Goodwin. Count on Takamatsu, 1 ball and 1 strike. 6 runs, 10 hits, 1 error for Guelph. 5 runs, 4 hits, as Ed mentioned, and 2 errors so far for the Barnstormers. Top 12. One pitch from Goodwin, and this one again chopped to the plate and foul, hitting the Barnstormers dugout. Didn't quite see who made that play, but a nice play over the railing. Barnstormers dugout. 1 ball and 2 strikes as Goodwin gets ahead of the count on Garrett Takamatsu. Ethan Hammond waiting on deck for Guelph. Trying to keep pace in the fight for second place before the season ends is Guelph in the IBL. Goodwin back at second for a look. Here's a 1-2. This one spanked to center field. Back a couple of steps to make the catch is Spencer Marcus, and he's going to hold the runners in place with that strong arm in center. So that is a big out. Line out to center field. Now we'll bring up Ethan Hammond. So Takamatsu is retired. Ethan Hammond coming up here. He's got an RBI double. He's walked twice. He's reached on an error. And he has flown out to center field, but not an easy out, as that was a nice out by Spencer Marcus to retire Ethan Hammond back in the 7th inning.
Seems like yesterday now.
It's been a long day at the office, but we've had some good weather. There's
just piecing things together, yeah.
Beautiful day for a long ball game. But now we have officially hit the 3.5 hour mark. Exactly 3.5 hours old. And we still have at least a half inning to go here. If you're a Chatham-Kent fan or player, manager, coach, you want that to go a little further. And this one lined the other way, but well foul again to the bullpen. Well past the third base fence, left field fence. 6-5 lead for Guelph. 1 run for the Royals in the top of the 11th. Barnstormers match that. And now 1 in the top of the 12th here for Guelph. 0-2 on Hammond. Here is the pitch, and strike 3 called, outside corner. And painting the corner is Goodwin. Nice pitch, he got the call, and strikes out Hammond. Jan Oseni, the shortstop, he comes up now.
Key thing, if they can, is to hold it to the 1-run deficit and going into the bottom of the 12th.
Oseni chops the first offering he sees foul. Last time up, he was in that 1-4-3 double play in the 10th inning, which got the Barnstormers out of a huge jam, didn't allow any runs. That was his last time up. That also seemed like a while ago. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Nice movement on the outside corner. He gets the call. Good pitch by Goodwin. No balls and 2 strikes.
Throwing a really tight slider, catching the outside corner.
Now we're seeing his pitching talents for, I believe, the first time here after being acquired a little while ago. Being a fine fielding shortstop. And an 0-2 pitch here. This one considerably outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Oseni's also doubled. He's been hit by a pitch. And it's getting behind their pitcher Goodwin. Trying to move on to the bottom of the 12th right here. Back to second for a look. 1-2 pitch. This one in the dirt. Evens up the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Also a big hello to our other big sponsors, 4 Diamond Catering, Chatham-Kent Fire Department, Batter Bus, and of course Kent and Essex Mutual Insurance. 2-2 pitch, low, ball 3. And this will fill up the count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. 2 Royals on base, first and second, and 2 out.
They'll be moving.
Yep, absolutely. Top of the 12th, 6-5 Royals. Goodwin ready, looks back to second. 3-2 pitch, swing, and a miss. They are going to throw down to first to complete the strikeout and end the top of the 12th inning. 1 run across and no further damage. We go to the bottom of the 12th. A 6-5 Guelph Royals lead over the Barnstormers on Barnstormers Live, presented by Kent and Essex Mutual Insurance, Ontario's trusted insurance provider.
Every family, every asset, every business we insure is a chapter in our story. We listen with open hearts, understanding that behind every insurance policy is a unique narrative. It's not just about numbers, it's about your dreams, your aspirations, your life. We take over your risks so you can live life to the fullest. Because we're not just some insurance people behind a desk. We are part of a community that has your back.
Whether you're commercial, industrial, or residential, Enyo Pest Advisors are here with passion and integrity to help. Call us for a no-obligation quote today, 226-627-4944. Enyo, bigger than bugs.
Run it, ooh, I really feel it's my time, think it's my year, yeah. it's my time, think it's my year. They gon' have to retire my jersey early. Whole crew coming, had to work something, cause I had nothing in my pocket. Yeah, I did all that. Big plans, partners trying to make profits. Yeah, I did all that. Work, sweat, and tears breaking, even no wins. Yeah, I did all that. Had to make it happen. Putting hours in my practice, I did all that. Yeah, run it. Ooh, I really feel it's my time, think it's my year. Yeah, I really feel it's my time, think it's my.
Bottom of the 12 here at Fergie Jenkins Field. Mike Rennie along with Ed Myers. We're still with you here 3.5 hours later, I guess. Don't want to overstate it. 3.5 hours later. 6-5 Guelph lead, and the first pitch is high. Seth Strong, the ghost runner at second. Robert Mackey at the plate. 6-5 Guelph, bottom of the 12. Mackey squaring the bunt, trying to move Seth Strong over. This one in the dirt and low. 2 balls and no strikes. Brandon Deans. Lots of pitchers on both sides here today. Deans, the 4th pitcher for Guelph. This one high. And now 3 balls and no strikes. On Robert Mackey. You pull the bat back and take here.
I would.
3-0. Seth Strong, the ghost runner at second. Inside, ball 4. He squared the bunt, but pulled it back. 4 straight balls. And that's how the bottom of the 12th begins. A Robert Mackey walk. Strong at second. Mackey now at first. Spencer Moran,
the bunter.
Right. Yeah, so here you go.
In this situation, I think this will be a 3rd time today.
First and second, but first and third baseman, they're waiting for it, and the bunt goes foul of the plate. Strike 1.
He could set up a bunting school tomorrow. Clinic.
Spencer Moran Clinic for bunting. Probably make pretty good money doing that.
And how to play right field in a wind. You could do a twofer.
He's battled his swirling wind very well. 6, maybe 7 putouts out there today. Now he squares the bunt once again, pulls the bat back, takes it low. 1 ball and 1 strike. Seth Strong at second, Robert Mackey at first as he drew a walk to begin this bottom of the 12th. What a ball game. What a ball game we've seen here this afternoon between the Royals and Barnstormers. And this one a foul off the plate. And unfortunate when you're squaring the bunt and you foul it off like that. And now with the 1-2 count.
You got to be swinging.
Yep.
The ball is counted as on a 3rd strike as a strikeout.
Moran's got a single today. Here's the 1-2. This one flies high and outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Barnstormers finish up the rig of the season on the road in Barrie on Thursday and in Toronto next Sunday. Here's the 2-2, fouled off to their left-hand side.
Took that one out of the catcher's glove. That was a late swing.
Just gets a piece of it. Got a pretty good piece of it and fouled it off. 2-2. Braxton Haggoth waiting on deck. One of the pinch hitters late in the ball game. 2-2 pitch. This one's scolded into center field between the fielders. It drops in between the fielders. Seth Strong rounding third. He'll score. We're tied again. 6-6 at Fergie.
They keep coming back.
Wow.
It's amazing, and they're in pretty good shape right now. Second and third. Nobody out. And Haggoth coming to the plate. It's like a surprise to us as to who's coming to bat. The batting order has been completely scrambled. They're walking him. Put him on.
So that is an intentional walk to Haggoth.
Polowick, the next batter.
Bases loaded, still nobody out.
So we're talking about our score sheets being shot. We just wait for them to walk in front of us. That's how we recognize who's up next.
That's right.
Yeah. Well, that's Polowick. Yep.
Yeah, the birthday boy. Here's Polowick, and another chance for a big birthday present.
Five infielders again.
Bases loaded, nobody out. Bottom 12. Tie game at 6. Pitches low to Polowick.
Puts a little pressure on the pitcher, too, with the behind 1-0. Mm-hmm. 4 balls, loses the game.
Fouled off to the left-hand side. Probably been saying it many, many times, but what a game. That's
really
how
has
you
been, yeah.
Categorize this one.
We wanted baseball in Chatham, and here it is.
This has been an absolute dandy. 1-1 pitch. This one up the middle, off the pitcher. Deans picks it up to the plate. Not in time! Barnstormers win! Chatham-Kent wins in the 10th, 12th inning. 7-6 over Guelph. The home schedule ends this afternoon in a dandy fashion. Back and forth, the Barnstormers win in the bottom of the 12th, 7-6. And the birthday boy, Anthony Polowick, sends everybody home happy. Barnstormers beats Guelph 7-6 in a beautiful Sunday afternoon. From the Chatham-Kent perspective, I don't think you can ask for a better afternoon.
Absolutely everything happened in that game. A few mistakes. We kept plugging away. Very timely hits. Sadler, a good one, who we didn't even know pitched, will get the win and finish the game for the Barnstormers. And we used every position player that was available, and we come away with a win. What a game.
3 hours and 40 minutes of baseball, and really for 12 innings, a fairly well-moving ball game here this afternoon.
Should we notify Mike's and tell him the game is over?
Oh, I think they've got our seat ready to go. I think we're warmed up and ready. The Barnstormers in the final regular season home game, treating the fans here to an absolute beaut as they tip their cap to the, I'd say, sold-out crowd here. Beautiful crowd. And the crowd appreciates the effort this afternoon. Everyone's standing up and cheering. And now we get to await playoff baseball coming up in about a week and a half. Nothing set just yet. But what a send-off for the home schedule. The Barnstormers a 7-6 win over the Guelph Royals. Just look back in the last 3.5 hours, and we just saw some incredible ball.
We lost track of the batting order. We completely lost track of that. I said we got to the point at the end, the last inning, we're waiting to see who's coming up to the plate. Our score sheets are shot.
I was going to say, we both have highly illegible score sheets this afternoon.
Scraps of paper.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
We'll be auctioning them off later. I don't know how many bids we'll get. But with that, the Chatham-Kent Barnstormers get their 18th win of the season, 18-22. And we'll see how Hamilton does. Let's go down to Peter Cobb.
Here at Fergie Jenkins Field at Rotary Park, and my player of the game is the man that pulled all the strings with the pitch runners, pitchers. You did it all today, folks, and it came out with a victory against the team we may see in the playoffs. Hell yeah! And you saw how your team reacted running out on the field there. Boy, did that build cohesiveness. You have every one of your ball players. They love you. And folks, has this guy done a job here in his first year? So we got a couple of days off and a few more road games, and then we're going to probably see you. Well, yeah, we're going to see you back here for a home playoff game. Doesn't that sound nice? All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to let these kids
All right, Peter Cobb with the manager of the hour, Dan Norman. Man, he looks good in that cowboy hat. That was a good look there for Dan Norman. What a ball game. 7-6 for your Barnstormers over the Guelph Royals this afternoon. A game that took 3 hours and 40 minutes, give or take a minute. We saw it all this afternoon.
We certainly did. It was an amazing game, and it looked like 2 or 3 times toward the 9th inning and the extra innings we were going to lose. We brought it back twice. In the last inning, we loaded the bases, and Polowick hit a one-hopper off the pitcher's glove and scored the winning run, and the rest is history.
That's right. And so still, there's a lot to work out between now and the postseason. The home schedule is done here at Fergie Jenkins Field for the regular season. We're certainly assured at least one playoff game. And once the opponent and the dates are known, we'll be the first to let you know. So keep an eye on the Barnstormers social media pages. 2 more games to go on the road. Barrie on Thursday to take on the Baycats, and then they finish off the regular season 1 week from today at Christie Pitts in Toronto to take on the Toronto Maple Leafs. We want to congratulate the Welland Jackfish. They now officially do have first place clinched in the IBL.
Yep, and I'd say they well deserved. We saw them last night play a very well played game, and they deserve first place. And now some of the other positions will fall into place as the week goes along and games are being played.
So 2 more regular season games again on Barrie on Thursday, and then in Toronto on Sunday, and then we'll see who we play in the postseason. We'll get all the games and the times and the opponents ready to go. If we wind up playing Guelph in the first round, I can't wait. That's going to be a great matchup.
Continuation would be wonderful.
12 innings, and the Barnstormers pull out a win, 7-6 over the Guelph Royals. Thank you for tuning in this afternoon. It was a dandy and a beautiful day here at Fergie Jenkins Field. On behalf of Wes and Brad McDonald, our producers this afternoon, Dan Dominguez, our statistician, Peter Cobb, our on-field host, and also can't forget Bailey, who was also up here as well doing some statistician work. On behalf of my partner, Ed Myers, my name is Mike Renier. Thank you for hanging out with us on a Sunday afternoon. We'll see you in the playoffs. That's our next broadcast of Barnstormers Live. My name is Mike Renier. One final time in 12 innings, your final score. The Barnstormers 7, the Royals 6.